Okay, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Socktuition, an ancient art developed a couple of months ago. By the end of this, I'll know whether or not our guest sleeps in socks. Today's guest is Paris.
Bonjour.
My best friend. Hi, Paris.
Hi. Well.
Today, there's going to be a series of questions that I will be asking you to determine whether or not you wear socks to bed. Naturally, we've had a few sleepovers, but I always fall asleep first. If you had to wash your brain, would you use hot or cold water?
I would have to do cold, ice cold water. Would you do the same?
Would you not compare it to a brain freeze?
That's not real. Sorry. Well, imagine you put it in hot water, it would melt. I get headaches probably 3 or 4 times a week. Lots of screen time, unfortunately. And I really think it would change my life if I did it. It would be great. I'd probably do it like once a day, I think, like a part of my daily routine.
When you brush your teeth, do you wet your toothbrush before or after applying the toothpaste?
Both. Sorry.
Oh, bit of a double dipper.
Yeah, I have to. I have to wash the bacteria off it first with steaming hot water.
Oh.
And then I turn it to cold, and then while I'm putting the toothpaste on, it goes back to cold, and then I put the toothpaste under.
So just pausing for, oh, you take the toothbrush out. You're not trying to apply the toothpaste under the water.
No. I know things like that are hard for you to understand, but it's
right, very nasty. Okay. And this question is actually really important for me to know about you because I'll reconsider a lot of things.
Okay.
But would you share gum with a friend?
like from my mouth into your mouth.
I believe that's what sharing gum means.
Well, I didn't know if you wanted a piece, like I've got some in my bag. No, I couldn't, not even with my boyfriend. It would make me sick.
Yeah, okay.
Because like, think of it all, like the stuff in your teeth, then...
Okay.
Well, I guess it's not that bad for me if I'm giving it to you, but if you were giving it to me from your mouth, I've got very good oral hygiene.
I would never share gum.
I would never do it.
I find
that repulsive.
If there were 2 people left in the world and I had to do it for the last glass of water.
I would do it for $10 though.
What?
I have no money. I would do it for $10. I'm being serious.
I would do
Not
it
from
for
your mouth,
$1
though.
billion. Okay. Does it bother you that you don't have a full name? That you don't have a nickname? Like it's just Paris.
I've got plenty of nicknames that you don't know about.
I thought my name was Gabby my entire life. My legal name is Gabriella. It truly, I can't even tell you, I had a massive identity crisis in year 2. I really went through a little emo stage, being like, oh, my whole life's been a lie. I was fully hated by all my teachers, sorry. I loved attention, but hated getting in trouble. When I went to New Zealand, I pretended to be a spy, age 8. So I got in a lift. They probably thought I was sort of robbing the place. I would pull my little hood over my eyes and stare up at the camera and zip up my hoodie all the way and go out and hide behind the cars. If I saw younger me as the person I am today, I would immediately call the police. Sorry, that child is alone. So yeah, my nickname growing up was Actress. You actress!
Mine was Veruca Salt. And Piggy. Piggy Paris.
Well, Flabby Gabby.
Oh, God.
When Gabby farted, an earthquake started. He then matched with me on Hinge.
That's my nickname now. About the farts. Mainly from you.
I fear this has taken a little side tangent. If you swap lives with me for a day, what's the first thing you do?
In a really serious way, something I'm really jealous that you have that I don't, which isn't a lot, obviously.
Personality.
Is your iPad. And I would immediately turn on the TV, put Harry Potter on, and play games on your iPad for hours and hours. Maybe post a TikTok just like talking and people are forced to watch it.
Good morning, everyone. What's my worst habit as a friend?
You are one of the most loyal friends ever, so I actually can't fault you as a friend.
I was about to say, don't be like that, and then I could see you bubbling and brewing your answer.
What if there was one thing I had to say? You do feed into my delusions in a way that no one else I've ever met in my life does.
And what gave you the confidence?
Delusion.
You obviously encourage me, like one of your own little habits, to take serious notice of number plates and what they mean and if there's a little hint of love.
If I see a number plate drive by me with the initials of the boy I have a crush on, I convince myself it's fate. So I think I'm going to end up with them.
You won't.
Yeah.
It's all in it.
It's not.
She imagines a lot of things.
Okay. Paris and I are incredibly bad at feeding into each other's delusions.
It's so bad.
Especially every time I went on this date. I'm sorry, he did not like me. And Paris was like, just you wait.
I got my boyfriend involved on it as well. I roped him in. I was like, no, just tell her. I think he really likes her.
Speaking of which, your beautiful parents, who I absolutely adore.
Yeah, they embarrass me every day of my life.
Let's just touch on your mum, who goes by the name of Belinda. It's her she doesn't go, that's her name. The other day when I was over and I'd gone on this date and I was saying, I don't think he likes me, whatever, to Paris's dad as well. He was offering me support. And then Belinda goes, well, you know how I get my feelings. And I was thinking, oh no, does she not feel well? Like, what's happening? She goes, I've got a bit of a sixth sense, don't I, Paris? She started sobbing the week prior. It was Paris's brother's wedding, and she had a feeling that something was going to happen to Paris's nan, who actually just had a sore eye, sort of a little eyelash in there. And following on from your beautiful mother, your dear father once helped create a manhole. Would you care to explain in possibly 20 words?
I don't know. He's not a builder. He works an office job. And he misstepped and fell through the roof and landed on my nan's bed.
While Nan was in the corner reading
My nan was in her room. He could have killed her, unfortunately. My mum's feeling would have come true. It was a near-death experience for him.
Okay, now it's show and tell time. What object did you bring me and why do you own that?
Well, so I thought I was going to do a cool trick. I bought my favourite purchase on our trip to Italy, our fan, which nearly ended our friendship. Something
Very
about
interesting you would bring that, as it is a symbol of a time when we almost didn't make it. Paris and I are both very sweaty creatures.
Hey, now that's on the internet. Everyone already knew, unfortunately.
Everyone already knew, unfortunately. And Paris bought this fan. We were at the most stifling hot beach club, which is beautiful. I fully thought I was going to melt away like the witch in My Good Friend, The Wizard of Oz. But I came out alive, and Paris came out alive with her little fan.
I was using this fan like it was a life-saving elixir sent from the gods. I'm being serious. I've never felt heat like I have that day with you.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry that I drank almost 2 bottles of Veuve Clicquot and it made it a lot worse. So,
who is funnier, you or me?
this is really awkward to say, but I think we're the funniest when we're together is actually the truth. One time I asked one of my friends, I was like, do you think we're funny, like in a group of friends? And he was like, I think we live in an echo chamber where we make ourselves funnier, which I actually think is true in our friendship. Like, I think I am probably the funniest when I'm with you and we're doing our little thing.
I would agree. I think we are great comedic partners. Well, actually, I think you're funnier. I think you're hilarious. Have you ever lied to get out of hanging out with me?
I actually haven't. If anything, I force you to hang out with me to an extent which some people would say is very codependent, unfortunately. Have you ever lied to get out of hanging out with me? You have!
Well, it appears our time together has come to an end. Thank God. Paris, based on the answers, the signs are clear. You do sleep with socks on. Wait, no, I meant to say you don't.
It's true, I don't.